Hello, my soccer universe. If you look at the background, you can tell I'm a little bit on a Dutch roll. I have here another Eredivisie jersey in this package. And yes, at the beginning of the year, I said I should actually increase my Portuguese collection. And now this is already the third Eredivisie unpacking. Kinda crazy, but it all fell nicely into place. And unlike the previous two unpackings where I only doubled up, the very last one was of course this absolutely stunning Z away jersey. The other two I link up here was a Twente away jersey and I think a Feyenoord home jersey that I got. Those were all doubling up. But here I have a new Eredivisie team, which I find really exciting. It's also a new supplier, super exciting as well. And to top it all off, this is the oldest Eredivisie team, or the oldest Dutch team ever. So I think that makes for a great unpacking. Backstory, I saw this jersey for a long time already, a long time. I think it came towards the end of last year. And that was the time when I kind of promised, let's stop jersey buying right now. And I let it go. It was like floating around there for about 40 euros. And I thought, it would be really nice to have that one. But yeah, let's keep everything a little bit more reasonable. And fortunately, it kept popping up again. On Willhaben, you post for 6 weeks and then you get the chance to repost. Unfortunately, the seller did repost. Actually, there was another one popping up as well in different sizes. Now, the brand that I have here, I usually now tend to go XL, maybe even double XL if it's a new brand, because I want to have a loose fit. I knew that this brand is fitting tight. There was a jersey in a size quadruple XL up there where I thought, okay, that's maybe a little bit large, but I know that these jerseys fit tight, so it might actually just work out as well. So I went for it. Let's see how it will work out. If it's tight fitting, Kappa, I sometimes goes triple XL. I never had a quadruple XL jersey. Now I have already opened up this parcel for the simple reason it arrived, and in order for the seller to get his money, I needed to cut this open, and I didn't have the chance to make a nice background also. So I'm shooting this about a week after I actually got this jersey. So yeah, I would say it's time to reveal what team this is. I'm really excited. Also say it has still the original tags on it. I'll let you have a look. It's kind of an old school looking jersey. I mean, look at that color. Really, really nice. And that's what really appealed to me from this jersey. Let's show it like with the sponsor. It gives it already kind of away. Again, it's red and white like so many Dutch teams. It's just red and white. And for some reason, except for this Eredivisie jersey, all the other Dutch teams that I have red and white as home colors. And so I need a little bit more alternatives. But, it's the oldest team, so you better go with the original design. I want to also show the floppy collar has a really nice detail on the inside. Green, white, green. Does this make sense for a red and white striped team? Well, yes. Let's reveal the jersey in its glory. It is Sparta Rotterdam quadruple XL. I can already tell you that if I just look at it this way, this just fits about right. Yes, a little bit looser, a loose 90s fit. I don't want to try an XL from this company. What's the company? Robey. Robey is a Dutch company of football shirt fans that actually have taken over, and they have created some really, really nice Eredivisie jerseys as of late. And one of those is, of course, Sparta Rotterdam. I love the old crest here with the player. It's very Dutch. If you look, for instance, at the former crests of Ajax, they had also a player in there. They played in a similar style as Sparta Rotterdam. Then when they had to play Sparta, they had to change, and so the famous Ajax strip came about this way, and then they switched to the more familiar crest that we have right now. The jersey is blank. Also on the back, so all red and white stripes. We have a Robey logo here too, which I think is a really nice touch. I love the way that the sleeve comes on. This is actually quite some good craftsmanship. If you look at the sleeve cuff, there's this extra 2 bands that give you a little bit more thickness. I love that stuff, and the same is true for the collar. There's also an interesting feature here with this little clover up here, and it says it's on the tag, and I'm so pleased that I also got it with the tag. So I already checked out, everything checks out. This is a legit jersey, Robey, and you see already here there's the clover up here too, and they actually tell us what this clover means. What's the deal with the clover? When you feel good, you play great. That's why everything about this product is designed to boost your confidence, from the style, premium materials and perfect fit, all the way down to the very last detail. A golden 4-leaf clover. It's just a way of reminding you that when you play with the brawn and bravado, you'll always have luck on your side. So basically it's a quality control thing and a whole lot of marketing smafu added to it. The inside here, I mean, I always like this, but it's not very special. I think it's just made out of some Robey logos, but it's quite nice. You already see the sizing. Robey quadruple XL. Now, there's a little bit more on there. We have here on the back, it says, it's in Dutch. I don't wanna embarrass myself. I don't speak Dutch. I find Dutch a language that when I hear it, I do understand it as a German speaker, and also speaking English, of course. But if you read it, it's not always very straightforward, and they have some sounds in there. I think the Tyrolean dialect in Austria and the Dutch dialect share quite some similarities. But I think it says that red and white is our glory on the back here. And then of course the green and white, what's up with that? Well, if you look for instance at some of the Feyenoord shirts released as of late, and now I have the rival as well, this one for instance has also green, white, green on the back. The current Feyenoord third jersey is green and white. So there's something with green and white and the Rotterdam teams. Well, yes, it's the city colors, and so I actually really love this little nod to the city. You don't really see it normally, but if you run, it's really great. So let's hang this one up. Eredivisie team number 7, probably at the moment the smallest. I actually also like this little black triangle on the bottom, although I wish it was on the other side too. It adds a little bit more personality to the whole shirt, because it's of course worn with black shorts. I'm quite content with my Dutch collection, except for this one detail with the red and white. I think I probably should get some more differently colored ones. I mean, Nijmegen is one that comes to mind. I always thought it will be Vitesse, but Vitesse currently are in the second tier, so not going for that one. But there are others as well. The Eredivisie has some of the most interesting jerseys, and I guess with me also having been a fan of the Dutch national team always, it's kind of a natural to go into that collection also a teeny bit. So, please let me know what you think about this new Sparta Rotterdam jersey. It's actually from the last season where they did perform quite well. Before that and currently also, Sparta have always been teetering with relegation, but last season they almost made it into Europe. They finished relatively high into the playoff, didn't make it all the way to Europe. But yeah, it's the oldest Dutch team, founded all the way back in 1888. That's a full 20 years older than their more famous city rivals Feyenoord. So just to let you know. And with that, they're also the oldest Dutch team, as I said in the beginning of this video. Any case, please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like these, and I will talk to you soon about more things in my soccer universe. Bye! Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, here are some videos and playlists that you may enjoy too. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you get notified whenever something happens in my soccer universe. And with that, have a wonderful day. Bye!